Welcome back to the legendary Phoenix Hideout. Today we're going to explain the history of Marvel's Project TAHITI. Project TAHITI was not in the comics and had no mention in the movies. So we're just going to get straight into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Project TAHITI stands for Terrestrialized Alien Host Integrative Tissue I. No one knows what the I stands for, but initiative is a speculation. The project was a S.H.I.E.L.D. Level 9 project ordered by Nick Fury and overseen by Phil Coulson. It involved the harvesting of an alien corpse for medical purposes. The tangible results were only to be used if an Avenger had died. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they use this on Tony Stark or Black Widow? Well, we'll keep the theories for the end. Since Fury considered Coulson just as important, he put the project in action after Coulson was killed by Loki during the attack on the helicarrier. Now for the history. Let's start at the beginning. Project TAHITI was located within the guest house guarded by Alpha and Beta. Inside the guest house was a room labeled Tahiti that contained a decaying Kree corpse being drained of its bodily fluids into multiple vials. Each vial was labeled with different numbers for several serums, but all GH as the prefix, including GH317, GH319, GH374, and GH325. GH325 has the effect of completely regenerating cellular tissue and implanting fragments of cellular memory of the host to the receiver. Now for the Tahiti patients. 6 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents with terminal illness were chosen by Phil Coulson to be participants in the project. After each was injected with GH325, their ailments ceased. However, before Coulson could sign off their release, the patients began showing signs of insanity, which included writing in symbols. Both Coulson and Dr. Goodman reluctantly agreed to shut down the project. The 6th patient, Sebastian Derrick, feigned his health and told Coulson that he did not want his memories erased. Coulson knew that he was carving these symbols into himself and gave him the procedure anyway. Coulson regretted this as soon as he learned that it was a very painful procedure. Each person was released with no memory of their previous lives as agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and their personal backgrounds were documented with the deaths of their past. For example, Rebecca Stevens became known as Janice Robbins and had the history to match. The name of Rebecca Stevens was written to have died of cancer. When Nick Fury decided to resurrect Coulson after the Battle of New York, he allowed Project TAHITI to do it. 2 years later, Agent Phil Coulson ordered his team to find the location of the drug. Gemma Simmons and Leopold Fitz traced down the communication to locations visited by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents before the Battle of New York. In order to find the location, they identified it as the guest house. The team, along with Phil Coulson and John Garrett, came to the guest house in order to heal Daisy, who was then known as Skye, after she was fatally shot by Ian Quinn. Coulson unwillingly brought the clairvoyant there, who was interested to see how he was alive after being fatally stabbed by Loki in the attack on the helicarrier. After Leopold Fitz grabbed the vial labeled GH325, the guest house was destroyed by a self-destruct bomb that was planted there in case of infiltration. And that's all about Project TAHITI. Now for the theory. Now, what happened was either that S.H.I.E.L.D. ran out of GH325 and they weren't willing to capture another Kree and extract it, or it's just the fact that some things that happen in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. don't make full sense in the main MCU timeline. So thank you so much for watching, and comment your thoughts on this video.